Hey Platinum Warriors, Fluffy Platinum in the house. Welcome to another Fluffy Platinum's tea. Sorry I've been very slow on content this year. I've said this many times before and I'll say it this again. I have been very busy. I have been preparing for 4 upcoming performances, which are Perth Royal Show, Anime in the Valley, Tokyo Market, and then KaiCon. I hope you guys can come see me at least one of them, and I also have a wife now, so things have been crazy, and I'm finally glad I can sit down here and make this video. A special video, may I add, because today I'm going to be answering your guys' questions about things I do, and because I'd say, like, at this point I've become very experienced in content creation, music production and performing, and maybe a few other things too. So I am here and I am happy to answer any of these questions. And remember, if you have any questions you'd like me to answer, put them in the comments down below and I'll answer them in the next Fluffy Platinum's tea. Alright, moving on, let's get to our first question. For our first question, June asks, what application do you recommend for the backing music in your songs? Okay. Well, I'd have to say it depends. GarageBand, which is on iPad, and Soundtrap, which is on the internet, and Medley, also on iPad. I would say, like, one of those 3 are a very good starting point for a beginner. However, if you're looking for the more professional software, the top 3 that people use for electronic music production are Logic Pro, Ableton Live, and FL Studio. So now all of them you have to pay for them, but all of them offer trials. So yes, experiment with at least one of them, see how you go. If you've previously used GarageBand, you might like Logic Pro because Logic Pro is practically GarageBand but with many enhanced features and advanced tools. So yes, I wish you much luck in finding your DAW of preference. Oh, I'm not. By the way, I'm not talking about DAWs you open and close. I'm talking about DAW, that is short for Digital Audio Workstation. My DAW of preference is Logic Pro. That is what I use to make my songs. But you might prefer Ableton or GarageBand. Millions of albums have been sold and made using GarageBand, believe it or not. Alright, moving on. Unfortunately, they didn't provide me their name. That's fine. If you have no name, I don't care. Thank you for asking this question. Anyways, their question is, how did you make your outfit for performing? And also, I just want to say you inspired me to keep going in the idol industry. I got to see you live at Anime in the Valley and it made my day. You're a very swag and cool person and I'd love to see you perform again. Okay, thank you very much. And I also have some good news for you. I'm going to come back at Anime in the Valley on the 30th of September. So come see me. Come see me. Yes. How did I make my outfit? It was a very complicated process. It really was a brain scratcher because there's a lot of details in it. But to give you a general idea on how I did it, practically I found like different patterns, like for the top I just found a pattern, like a dress pattern with that sort of bodice, and then I added things onto it. And as for the skirt, I just made a simple circle skirt and then layered and layered. I did go through a few sewing needles, but yeah, very complicated. That's probably the best I could answer your question. I'm sorry I couldn't answer it better, but I do appreciate your support, and thank you. Okay, next question is from somebody named Fluffy Fan. If your parents ever name you Fluffy Fan, you should be honored, okay? It is the best name you could have in the world. And it looks like this person has quite a few questions to ask me. First question is, what is your favorite thing about creating content? My favorite thing about creating content is, I guess, recording it, because like what I'm doing now, I don't know, I don't know, I just think like speaking to a camera is fun. Yeah, I'd have to say the recording part, I really love setting up the tripod and turning on my camera, and I also really love editing. Like, it's a lot of fun. How long does it take you to make a song? So, it would depend. That depends. Like, I know for like my first single, Believe It or Not, that took me 2 years to make. But that was because I had no idea what I was doing. And I was just like, kept altering it, and also like, procrastination was a heavy factor. And also I didn't set a deadline for myself. So for anybody out there who is interested in making songs, set a deadline for yourself. It is very important, and it will help your productivity a great amount. So if we're talking about recording, composing, mixing, that will probably take me 2 weeks at most right now. So, and it can be like lengthy and tedious, but the end product is worth it. Music production is definitely one of those things where you have to like persevere and don't give up and be patient with yourself. So yeah, be patient with yourself, but also set a deadline for yourself. That makes sense. Next question. What is your favorite song to perform? I'd have to say, so at the moment it is Scoville Heat Units, because the bass is just so fun, and like dancing to Scoville Heat Units is like, it's so funky, it's such a funky dance. Cover wise, if you guys remember my very first performance I did last year, you would remember that I rickrolled the entire market. So yes, Never Gonna Give You Up is also another favourite, because it's just so fun seeing everybody's reaction to being rickrolled. Alright, what is your favourite convention? Oh boy, I love all of the conventions. Trust me, they're all really fun. But I would have to say KaiCon is one of my massive favourites. I've been going to their events ever since their first event, and you know, KaiCon is also partially what got me into, mostly got me into being an idol, because I saw all of the amazing acts and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do that myself. So KaiCon would have to be my all-time favorite. And also Pixel Expo is cool too, because the entrance like this year was so cool, all the lights, it was just so bedazzling. I loved it. Do you like dancing or singing more? I'd have to say singing more, because like I've been doing that for years and I'm just overall more experienced in singing than I am dancing. Dancing is a lot of fun too, but I'd have to say singing. How long did it take to make your outfit? Oh boy, okay, back to my outfit, I see. Okay, the outfit took 2 months to make, mainly because, again, procrastination, and also I was so scatterbrained and like I had to think really hard to get that outfit correct. And I even had to like adjust it for Anime in the Valley. Why did you want to become an idol? Okay, when I was 10 going on to 11, I was introduced with somebody you probably see a lot in this room, in my bedroom, Hatsune Miku. I saw one of her songs, Out of the Gravity, for the very first time, and it just lifted me, it blew me away, and you know, she was a massive inspiration for what I do today, and I don't think I'd be doing what I am now if I weren't to ever discover her. I think also Love Live too. Love Live introduced me to the concept of idols, and I wanted to be an idol for like a very long time, but I didn't know people actually did it until I saw all the idol acts at KaiCon last year, and I was heavily inspired by them. So yeah, I guess that's why I decided to become an idol. Alrighty, and their last question is, do you think you'll do an idol group collab someday? E.g. perform with other idols, would you consider making an idol group? I would like do a collaboration with other idols as a once-off thing. I don't think I'm ready to do a group just yet. But you never know, that might change, and if I do, and if that does change, you guys will hear about it. Okay, and our last question is from Freddie. Alright, and she asked, why did you choose to go into the music industry, and what genre do you want to try? Now, I already know what genre, like, kind of genres are. Oh my god, I dropped my phone. Anyways, I already kind of know what genres I like, and like what I base my idol image around and the genres I perform, blah blah blah. EDM, dubstep, electro house, and trance. I'd have to say those are the 4 main ones. I always grew up on David Guetta as a kid and Avicii. Sadly, he's no longer with us. Yes, I loved them as a kid, and I still do love them now. And yeah, I was just always into that kind of music. Yes, and again, the reason why I'm in the music industry is because of Hatsune Miku. She inspired me to write songs and, you know, start using GarageBand on my iPad. So, yes, Hatsune Miku. I think I don't know what I'd do without her. Now, thank you all for asking me so many questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go check out all my other socials and come to my performances, please. I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.